sitting up here in Missouri, opening day of 2023's rifle season there, and we're up in one of the Redneck 6x7s on one of the trailers, and moved this blind in here about a month ago, specifically for the antlerless season early, and then the youth season as well. And I think we actually got a deer all the way out there already. But anyway, we've got quite a few antlerless deer on this particular piece of property, and really look forward to this evening's hunt. I haven't seen any real big deer move through, at least on the Tacticam trail cameras here the last couple days. But hey, I know there's going to be some around. We just got to time it and hopefully get the job done when one does appear. But if we do get the opportunity to shoot a couple antlerless deer this evening, we're probably going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I've got quite a few tags on this particular piece of property that need to be filled and get that meat donated, and hopefully that works out pretty good for all parties there. So it should be, I think it's right around 60 degrees. Got a southeast wind throughout the evening's hunt. It's going to dip back and down to the 30s. Right now, I think it's like 58, 60 degrees, something along those lines. So it's fairly warm right now, but deer movement should pick up here. I'm going to say within the next hour, pretty heavy, and we'll see if we can't get the job done, a big mature buck, and if not, we'll definitely take out a few does. Excited in a hurry. I actually had our first antlerless deer come right up through here, and it looked like she was getting dogged, and sure enough there's a small little buck behind her there, and I don't know if you guys could hear her run off, but I thought, if she went out here in this opening, that'd be a good time to get that 6.5 Creedmoor, put it to work there, and take one out. But I mean, we're talking, I got in here like 3:15 and 3:17 just after the opening interview. Not seconds after that doe came right through here. So hey, things should be clicking here this evening, and hopefully we have a pretty good hunt. and shot that doe. She's out there, I'm guessing maybe 130, 140 yards out there, but she kind of got ran out here by a little bitty spike. And like I said, we got a lot of does out here, but it's sitting right at 340. So we got a lot of time left and a lot more deer. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for a big mature buck. But as these mature does continue to come out, we'll probably harvest them. As long as we're not seeing any big deer right behind them there. So. That's doe number 2. Yeah, I got this small little buck pushing these does around, which has been pretty good because I want to take out several of these does. So we're going to see, it's right at 4 o'clock, so we're making pretty quick work of these does. So as they continue to come out, we'll probably keep shooting them there. And then, like I said, I got quite a few doe tags on this particular piece of property that we need to fill, and so really look forward to the rest of the hunt there. That deer, actually, I just reviewed the footage there. I ended up shooting that deer. I think it double lunged for sure, but it actually took off. It didn't drop right there. That deer was only probably 35, 40 yards. So I cranked that scope on back with the power, and I didn't end up killing her, but she's back up in those woods a little bit, and so she took off. I watched her, and I think we should be good to go. So we'll continue on with the hunt. we ended up seeing that real nice 3.5-year-old deer out there with that one doe. She worked her way out here, and she kept looking back, and I figured there had been a buck back in there, and I've been actually looking for that deer. I'd seen him earlier in the year just on hoof, and out of all those trail cameras I've got running here cellular, I don't think I've got a video or a picture of that deer. So it just goes to show you, you may have all the trail cameras in the world, but I know for a fact that that's a core buck, and sometimes you're just not covering their area, or it's so tight that they just get up, feed, and they sit back down to that rut. And then at the same time, if you're not out there hunting, you don't know if that deer's there or not. So it's beautiful evening there. We're sitting here right at 4:45, so we set out quite a bit of time. I'd like to actually shoot a couple more does if possible, just kind of see what goes through here. And since we're already in here going to be getting 2 of them, I'd much rather just go ahead and make a trip getting in and out of here, and hopefully we can harvest a couple more out here in this field and get out here clean and get these things cleaned up and move on down the road. So we'll keep you guys posted, and hopefully you guys enjoy the hunt. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up the hunt here this evening. We ended up harvesting those 2 does there, and then I also got to see 1 additional doe with that 3.5-year-old buck, and then 1 fawn from this year. And then I also saw 5 other little bucks. Just great to see these numbers here. So if we're looking at it, we saw six bucks for three adult does, and that's pretty good little ratio, especially during the rut. So really look forward to, our doe management here has really paid off in the last couple of years. We used to have just an abundant amount of does, and be able to count just a crazy amount. And then with us harvesting additional does, that also allowed those bucks to come in here, make themselves at home. And over the last 3 years, we have really been able to see a lot more bucks for the buck to doe ratio on these hunts. So we'll go ahead and get down here and get these deer collected there, and I'll show you guys there. All right, guys. Well, ended up finding blood all the way up through here and here, and then there was one little speck right up in through here somewhere. And I just lost blood. And I went up through this direction, I went back through that direction, I went through that direction, went through that direction. And I thought, God, how did this deer stop bleeding? And what ended up happening is it just so happened to roll. I'm gonna say it probably did the little death roll right through here, and then expired right there. And I just could not for the life of me figure out where that deer had went, but that makes sense. God, that's a big old doe, boy. Glad to take her out. Gonna provide a lot of good meat there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the hunt there. Like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best luck on your upcoming hunt.